Welcome back, trainers, and we're going to be taking a look at my first Love Cup battles in which a specific type of Pokemon can participate. That's going to be pink and red. So let's get into it here. We're going to be starting it off with a Legacy Seaking, and what we're going to be focusing on through the entirety of this video is going to be the Slowking. I wasn't initially going into this thinking, all right, we're going to make a video about Slowking. It just so happened to turn out that way because it performed so well. The IVs, I know, I saw it. So it's like, oh, it's almost a 100% IV. It's not what you would want for Great League at all, but that's what we're going to be using here. Also alongside Vileplume and a Scrafty eventually is going to be the team comp with the Slowbro, Vileplume and Scrafty. But before that, these are going to be some test battles here. And what did I think of Seaking? Well, it's very unique, absolutely. I did get it in a trade. It did have Icy Wind already. I did need to use an Elite Quick TM to get Poison Jab, Legacy move. I'm not going to be going for a triple Legacy with the Drill Run, even though I could. I have plenty of charged TMs, but we're okay. So it is very squishy, let's just say that, and I was hoping to run into a Fairy type, but I didn't run into one in the beginning, so that was a bummer. Maybe we can test it out again, but I did go 0 and 5, trying to test out a very weird team, so that was fun. But anyways, as you can see here, we're going to be going over the kind of Pokemon that you could pick. I will have a link to Pvpoke in the description, so you can go and check out the viable Pokemon as far as meta relevancy. So with that said, let's go ahead and get into the commentary here. We're met with a Milotic. I almost forgot its name. It's been so long since I'd said its name. We're actually going for a Mega Horn. Probably not the best idea around. Now, forgive me for some of these plays being a little bit sloppy because I'm just not 100% on how long it takes for some of these Pokemon to get to their specific charge moves. It's been a while since I even went up against them, or if I have even battled them before. Well, I've battled them all before. You know, just trying to get that muscle memory as to what they have. I didn't really study up all their, how many quick moves it takes to get to a charge move. So we are going to be going in here with the Slowking, which is going to be Water and Psychic. And they did hit us with the Surf there. Very unfortunate shield usage because our Slowking is going to be pretty bulky. And it is also already going to have that nice defense as it is. So as you can see here, we are running Fire Blast. And yes, it will help us out. Why would I go with Fire Blast over the recommended Blizzard? Well, I just don't see there's plenty of uses for the Blizzard, but I feel like having Fire Blast is going to help us out. Anyways, Cast Form Sunny can be used, and it is fantastic. Just to let you know, there was some question whether you can use it. You could just go into GBL, and all the Pokemon that you can pick will show up for you to use there. So I found it pretty nice, but the Seaking was just messing me up, and I just had to get rid of it eventually. I think this is actually going to be our last battle with it. So we're going to be met with a Heatmore, and again, another Pokemon that I forgot what moves it has, Thunder Punch. Not being aware of this, but that's why these cups are nice. It's going to be bringing Pokemon into the light that you're not used to battling, and you're going to be able to become familiar with their movesets for whatever reason in the future. So unfortunately, they're able to get to another charge move here. So Icy Wind, it's going to still do some damage, taking us out with that Thunder Punch. Now, Slowking is going to be also weak to Thunder Punch, so I do decide to go ahead and go in here and just start farming down, and we're going to go ahead and just shield this up. We don't want to take that damage. Taking them out here, and now they're going to be able to counter us. They're going in with a Wigglytuff, and we're going to be able to get to Psychic. Does have the potential to lower the defense, which is going to be very nice. Hey, it actually happened there. And so what we're going to be doing is swapping to start gaining energy here. They still have a shield left. This is looking okay, I suppose. Our Slowking is going to be able to handle both of these things. So we're going to just... I was trying to make them think I was going for Solar Beam, but at this point, it's like, there's no way I'm going to be able to get to it, so they're going to farm me down, knowing that I'm not going to be able to. So we're just going to release as much energy as possible there. Going in with the Slowking, and we are shielding up a Surf, unfortunately, and they're going to be able to get to another one here, but check this out. Going for the Surf, and what's going to happen? We take them out with the Confusion. Fantastic. Alright, so I do believe the team is finalized here. We're going to be starting all these battles, I do believe, with the Slowking, and we're going to be met with a Seaking here, which does have Surf. We're going to be resisting that quite nicely. We do need to look out for the Mega Horn, which will KO us for sure because of our Psychic typing. They're actually letting that Psychic go through, and they're bringing in a Clefable. We're looking fantastic here. More than likely, they're going to be shielding this up, but we're not even able to even get to it, unfortunately. And we're going to be swapping. They're going to be going into their Charm here, and we're in a pretty decent situation. Because as long as we're not up against that Charm user with our Scrafty, everything's going to be perfectly fine here. So Weather Balls can be spammed at a very fast rate with that Charm. And is Sunny Cast Form worth the investment to power up? It is very expensive for that secondary move. And if you don't get a weather boosted one, even if you do, it is still going to be kind of expensive to power it up. I'm going to say it's a solid investment for sure. It's not the only cup where it's viable. It is actually a pretty good Pokemon in general. So for the next battle, we're met with a Wormadam Trash here. So they're going to be taking resisted damage from our Confusion, and likewise with us. Alright, now this is why I like to have Fire Blast. Here we go. This will one-shot. If they let this go through, easy. Of course. I mean, that's like 3 or 4 of them it would have one-shotted there. So in comes an Electro doing super effective damage here. Now the only thing I'm really worried about is the fact that they're going to shield this up, continue to farm me down, and then be loaded with energy. Now what we can do is go in here with the Scrafty, swap into Vileplume to catch the discharge. Let's see if we can do that here. I think this is the battle where we tried to do that. Yes, we do. Swap and watch, though. We thought we were clever, but watch what they do. Hyper Beam. And why am I telling you to watch? You're literally watching. So we made a nice catch, but unfortunately it was a Hyper Beam and very nice on their end. So we got an Alola out here, and this is an interesting Pokemon. More than likely, they're going to be running Psychic and Hydro Pump. So with the Scrafty, you don't have to worry about the Psychic. It's going to take a lot more energy, well, a little bit more energy to get to Hydro Pump, in which that will be doing a lot of damage. While these Surfs are starting to accumulate here, we're going to shield this up. I wasn't going to risk it. They're going for Psychic, and they also can potentially get the defense drop. We're just going to be going for that Power Up Punch, and we're going to be able to take the win with the Scrafty here. So the key is you have to look out for the Charm users, obviously. Fighting is also a threat, but the Charm is double nasty because of the fighting and dark type. That's why we got Vileplume's poison typing to back us up. Don't have a shadow, not worried about it. I'll get one in the future. So they're going to be swapping as we throw the Psychic here. Very nice catch into a Clefable, I suppose. I still felt comfortable throwing that there. Going to go ahead and swap into our Victory Bell here. Our Vileplume. No Vix. So, and I felt like that was their lure to bring out my potential grass type here, but it doesn't really matter. We've already gotten a Pokemon from them, so mission successful. Now we can just decide what we want to go in here with and farm, and I decided to go in with the Scrafty. And their last Pokemon is going to be a Cherum, but it does have Razor Leaf, not Bullet Seed, so it is not going to be able to spam the charge moves at a fast rate at all. So that is something to look forward to here. The Razor Leaf is doing decent damage, but we are going to be able to outpace them with our counter and Power Up Punch. Do they want to shield up? We're getting a shield with that Power Punch. That's going to be the last shield. We don't need to go for a foul play. This is simply going to do it right here. And Scrafty yet again closing it up for us at the end. Very nice. Really like the Slowking here. And it's been doing good for us. And this is a fantastic lead because, well, we're going to be resisting both of the Psychic and Water moves that it does have for its charge moves, as well as its quick move, while we're dishing out neutral damage with the Psychic. Olamola is a bit of a tank, but it's still not going to be much of a counter to go up against Slowking. So we're going to go ahead and go for Psychic here, no problem, and we can farm down. Fantastic. Nobody used a shield, so that's pretty ideal. They're going in here with the Electrode, and they're going to be kind of, yep, definitely using a shield there, and we're dropping their defense, so that is just perfect here. Absolutely going to be going in with the Vileplume, and they're going to be swapping into a Scizor, and we're going to be doing neutral damage with our counter. Now, an X-Scissor is not necessarily going to be super effective because of the fighting typing that we do have with Scrafty. And the Night Slash is going to be massively resisted because of the dark and the fighting typing. I decided to use a shield because preserving the health here. They're going for that discharge. Scrafty holding it down. Very nice. So we are vamped up with the Power Up Punch already. We're going to let this go through no problem because we do have that Vileplume in the back that's going to be able to handle this. Going in here and Razor Leafing down for the win. Let's go. Do you want a Shadow, though, over the regular one? Yeah, you know, it's doing more damage, but they each play their own position. If I get my hands on one, then I probably may use one. So we're going to be met with a Charizard here. Great. We're doing a lot of damage with that Confusion while their Fire Spin's not doing really much damage to us. That Blast Burn did hurt, though. And they're going to be swapping into a Slowbro, and I accidentally, well, I went into Vileplume intentionally, but I realized, oh shoot, I should have went to Scrafty because we're going to be taking hardly any damage from Confusion, and then also potentially the Ice or Water move they have is not really going to be doing much. That's all right. Live and learn, and we'll try to recover from what we've done here. They're going to be going in with the Charizard. We're going to go straight for our Dark Charge move here. We don't need to be going for those foul plays. Looks like they want... Actually, you know what? Yeah. I should have went for a Power Up Punch, and now I'm going to be doing it. That's like completely opposite. I don't know what... Just scrubbing out over here. So we're going to be throwing in our Slowking here to catch this Dragon Claw / use our shield. Okay. And we're making it to Psychic. They're going to be swapping in here into their Caesar. That's not very effective. As much as I wanted to build up to Fire Blast, it wasn't going to happen. It looked like they were probably going to be able to farm us down. So we're just going to be getting off that Psychic, going back in here with the Scrafty, and shielding this up. Yeah, we can't risk it. If it was potentially an Iron Head, they're going to be getting off another Night Slash here, and this is not going to be doing anything at all. We're going to go ahead and farm down, and let's just hope that Charizard has no energy. We're getting to a Power Punch. They're getting to a Dragon Claw, and they're going to be taking the win here. Oh, that was a close battle. You know what? That would have been a 5-0 if I would have won that. Mistakes were made, and like I said, I'm still learning with this team here, and this meta here is pretty interesting, so we'll recover and see what we can do. But anyways, this team is still doing fantastic, and let's go ahead and continue on and see what we have going on here. What are we going to be met with this time? It is going to be a Vileplume, and it's not Shadow, so it will beat us in this matchup here. Just straight up. Our Confusions are doing a lot, but that Razor Leaf is just going to be able to register faster and do more damage and outpace us. Simple as that. Going to go ahead and go in here with Scrafty and looking to farm down. I think we're going to shield this Sludge Bomb. We don't really want to take that damage. It's going to be... I want to preserve our health. Unfortunately, now we're down a shield, and they're going to be bringing in Milotic here. So let's see if we can put in some work onto that thing. So getting it through, doing a decent amount of damage. Usually people go for the Power Up Punch, but I just decided to go for that one first. We're going to go ahead and shield this up using our last shield. All right, lovely. We're taking them out before they can get off that energy. And I mean, they didn't necessarily really want to swap, it looks like, because they have an Olamola in the back. And this is looking fantastic for us. They do have 2 water Pokemon, so looking good for our Razor Leaf user here. And we do not have any more shields, so we're going to just let that take us out. Obviously, it takes a while for the Olamola to get to the charge boost, so we don't have to really worry about that. Getting a Power Up Punch off and getting to another one here. I do believe it's going to take maybe 1 counter to finish it off. And that's right. And we're taking the win there with the Scrafty yet again, pulling the win for us in the end. All right, into the next battle, we're met with a Medicham. Now, this is a good matchup for us. So it's something very interesting and also kind of annoying happened to us. And that is where they're going to get off their Psychic and they get the defense drop. And, well, a matchup that was good for me all of a sudden became a losing one. And I'm not going to use a shield. So they're going to go ahead and use one. I probably should have, to be honest with you. But I felt like it didn't really matter at this point. They're going to get off this and then just get to another one. I don't know. I just felt like just hold on to my shield. Just go ahead and go in here with the Vileplume and start farming up. We're going to use a shield here anyways. I mean, so what was the point of even doing that? I don't know. So now we have lost swap advantage. They're going to be going in with their own Shadow here, which makes me believe that there's potentially a Fairy or Water type in the back. So we still do have the Scrafty here. So we're going to go ahead and swap and confirm that. It is going to be an Olamola, and this is a good matchup for Scrafty as you're been seeing here. It's going to be able to just dig into the health for that thing while it's going to have to risk going for Psychic and potentially getting your shield or building all the way up to Hydro Pump and then maybe getting your shield as well and then having to build all the way back up. So the Psychic is going to be resisted, but they still get the shield as we just said there. Doesn't really matter. We felt comfortable using it. Simple as that. We're going to be able to take out the Vileplume here with the Foul Play and looking fantastic. Alrighty, moving it into the next battle. If you do enjoy these videos, please give it a big thumbs up, subscribe if you're new, and turn notifications on. So we're going to be met with a Wigglytuff here. And let me know how it's been going with you. Have you been running into double charm users? I ran into maybe a couple of those. Maybe I think 1. Alright, so going for Psychic. And they're going to be farming us down here. Okay, committing the shield and then just going all the way. So they'll load it up on energy. And we're going to have to look out for Ice Beam. So we're going to shield this up, unfortunately, using a shield ourselves and finishing them off. And we did go in there with the Vileplume, of course, because, well, the Scrafty does not want to see that charm. They're bringing in a Medicham, and this is, not the best ideal situation because of Ice Punch, but we're calling it, and they went for the Power Up Punch. I think we do not shield this up at all. I think that was the game plan, is let everything go through, let them think what we're going to shield, I guess. as if there's a way to do that, and just continue on here. They're probably like, ah, give me a break. And we have their last Pokemon, and is another Olomola, and we've seen this many times before. Get used to it. Something that you should see, because it is a good matchup to know. And we're going to be able to pull this off. A little bit of lag there. Gotta love that. Getting to another Dark Charge move here. We're shielding this up. It doesn't matter what they're throwing at us. It seems like it's always a Psychic. And we're going to be going for that charge and taking the win. Like I said, if you did enjoy this video, give it a thumbs up. And I'll be catching you all in my next video. Hope everybody's having a good time, and take care.
Thank you.